This is how you truly contend in Greg's mind, and contend right away. This is his 5-point plan to improve the Patriots that he revealed on Felger and Maz a week ago. Number 1, import a number 1 corner. That's an interesting one to me. Number 2, find a dangerous weapon at receiver. I agree with that one. Number 3, Belichick needs to evolve at linebacker. Draft Broderick Jones in the first round is number 4. Sorry, Connor McDermott. And then draft a developmental quarterback. Okay, really interesting. But Greg, why is corner number 1 on this list when the defense last year, it wasn't perfect, but it was, I would say, playoff caliber, whereas the offense, and I know they've just added a good coach that should be able to run things in a more sound sort of way in 2023, but I think even talent-wise they were deficient last year. Why isn't offense number 1 somewhere on your list there?
Because I do think I have a lot of faith in Billy O'Brien, and I think now they have a real offensive line coach. We'll see if Clem can do the job on the NFL level. So I think and I do like their weapons. I mean, I think they have good people at tight end. I think they have good enough receivers. We'll see what happens with Jacoby Myers. I look at the defense, and when I looked at the season as a whole, it became clear to me they were really good against bad offenses and bad quarterbacks. Against the best teams, they struggled, the best offenses. They have to find a way to be better if they're going to contend. That's what this list is about. If you're going to jump up and contend, they have to do a better job. I think you get a number 1 cornerback, like, for example, you trade for Jalen Ramsey from the Rams. If you still think he's number 1, then that slots everybody down. Jalen Mills moves to free safety. I think all of a sudden now you have some tools in the chest on defense where you can stop good offenses a little bit.
If you trade for Jalen Ramsey, though, you might not be able to draft Broderick Jones in the first round. Mike, what's your favorite of these 5 points that Greg has brought to us?
Receiver's the most fun. I wanted to ask Greg this because we talk a lot about Mac Jones in this region. Not sure if you guys were up on that, but a lot of Mac Jones talk. The forgotten guy, I feel, in a big way, is Tyquan Thornton. Is there any way... I feel I don't know what kind of player he is based on how they used him last year. Do you think there's any way he could rapidly develop and be a player next year at that level?
I was impressed at times with Tyquan. He definitely struggled with some things as far as route running and his consistency, and he's going to need to be coached better. And I think that was part of the problem last year with going the way that they did with Patricia and Judge. Somebody's got to coach the coaches. And so when you don't have an offensive coordinator who knows what he's doing like they do now with Billy O'Brien will be able to tell Troy Brown, this is what we need out of Tyquan. You got to do this. This is what he needs to be better at. And so I think Tyquan is one of those guys who's going to be automatically better because of Billy O'Brien.
Greg, one word. What's the earliest round you'd be willing to draft a developmental quarterback, which is on your list there?
3rd or 4th. It depends on how special. Yeah. I mean, that was sort of a bonus thing that I just kind of wanted to sneak in there. I really only had 4 things that I wanted. But I would like to see them, if there's a tradey guy, arm, athletic ability, available to them in the middle rounds, take a chance and let him sit for 2 years.
All right, a bonus point on the 5-point plan.